How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to Rangers Rundown. A very frustrating and disappointing game, so let's just hop right into it and get this over with. The only announcement tonight, Chytil, tonight was his 200th NHL game, so congratulations to him. Too bad we couldn't get the win, but that's okay. Lineup tonight, Kreider, Zibanejad, Gaudreau, Panarin, Strome, Kakko, Lafreniere, Chytil, Gauthier, Hunt, Rooney, Reeves, Lindgren, Fox, Miller, Trouba, Nemeth, Lundqvist, and Shesterkin in net. The same exact lineup we saw the other night. Get into the first period. First 2 minutes, the Rangers, good forecheck. They're pushing the pace. This was a very, very tight game between two very good teams in the standings. Very good defensively. Very hard to set anything up pretty much the entire game for both teams. There was a defensive zone giveaway, but Shesterkin made the save. And then at 3:41, Riley would score a seeing eye shot from the point. I don't think Shesterkin saw it. It just hit at eyes from the point right into the corner of the net. Then at 4:26, Hall took a cross-checking penalty. Leafs, very good penalty kill. No shots on that power play for the Rangers. It would be their only power play of the night. They would only get one chance, and they did not take advantage of it. 7.5 minutes in, very fast pace. Not a lot of room for any sort of sustained offense to kind of get set up. The Rangers had a couple moments tonight where they had, a shift or two of really solid pressure, but it was a very annoying game to play. Both teams just really getting on the nerves of each other. 13-11, Chytil's line had a chance. That line was probably the best line on the ice for the Rangers tonight. Very, very good line tonight. Gauthier had a good forecheck. There was a scramble in front. They almost scored. Shortly after that, the Zibanejad line gets a forecheck and a chance. They've come close. Rangers had the last 5 shots on goal. 6-3 in favor of the Rangers with 5 minutes left in the first period. Toronto has a good shift. Trouba almost deflects it into his own net. Whoops. 19-15, Gauthier had a wraparound chance that would be denied. End of the first period, shots are 7-5 in favor of the Rangers. Both teams blocking shots, playing well defensively, just not a lot of chances. We get into the second period, we pick up pretty much right where we left off. It's just both teams still playing very well defensively, the ice not tilted in any sort of direction after that intermission. 6 minutes in, the Chytil line has another good shift. They've, like I said, they were the best line for the Rangers tonight. I think it would be hard to argue that point. 8 minutes in, Shesterkin gets a piece of a Marner shot, and then he saves a Matthews shot shortly after. So Shesterkin playing very well in the net like usual. 8:43, Gauthier has a strong drive to the net. He played extremely well tonight. At 9:20, Hunt would take a tripping penalty. Then they sent Lundqvist to the box, but then they watched the replay and they fixed it. Or they sent Lundqvist to the box and then they fixed it. Hunt went back in. It was his penalty. Rooney had a shorthanded chance in the first half of that penalty kill. Face off in the Toronto zone. Trouba had a shot. So the Rangers with 2 shorthanded chances early on in that penalty kill. But at 10:59, Riley would score a power play goal, his second of the night. So Riley coming in tonight with only 1 goal on the season, scores another 2. He's now at 3. Panarin takes it to the net shortly after that, missed wide with the backhand. 12:38, Bunting and Strome take offsetting roughing penalties. They did not like each other tonight. They would come together again later in the game. So we get 4-on-4. Miller takes the feed off of a back wall shot from Panarin. They're skating into their forecheck. Panarin, long pass that would have been icing had not Miller come streaking in. He actually gets a chance off the bounce off the back wall. That would have been a great goal. And at this point, the Rangers just look frustrated with the lack of space to make plays, especially Strome. He was very frustrated tonight. But Strome and Panarin would have a chance off the rush in the final minute of that second period. We go into the third. Gauthier, up until this period, so through the first 2 periods, has a career-high 5 shots on goal. Ritchie has a shot 15 seconds in. Toronto keeps the pressure through on the first 2 minutes of that third period, so it's very scary. Because if they go up 3-0, there's really no chance the Rangers come back. I don't see the Rangers scoring 3 goals against the Toronto team that plays like this. So their best shot was to not allow any more goals. And they didn't, to their credit. They did not let in a third period goal. Then at 3:30, Hunt would score his first goal of the season and first goal as a Ranger. So congratulations to him. I believe that's 3 games in a row where a Ranger has scored their first goal of the season. So, getting some production from players that really hadn't been producing through the first 15 games, that's good to see because we're going to need the whole lineup to be producing offense down the stretch this season. Kakko got an assist on that goal, so a 3-game point streak for him. Strome got an assist on that goal as well, so a 5-game point streak for Strome as well. It was a rebound. Campbell was out of position. Hunt had pretty much an open net to pop it in. Rangers keep the pressure on shortly after that goal, and then at 4:31, Toronto takes a timeout just to slow the pace of the game. I guess they were scared at the pressure that the Rangers were generating, so they called a timeout. 6:40, Shesterkin makes a glove save. He's keeping the game alive. 8:04, Panarin has a partial breakaway that would be stopped. 11:26, Shesterkin makes a big save on Marner. Marner's right in the slot, right in front of him. He makes the save. 13:04, Shesterkin makes the save. The puck skirts over to the post, and it's sitting on the goal line. Lindgren comes down. He prevents the puck from crossing the goal line. He swats it out. Toronto's throwing their hands up. They think they score. You watch the replay. They did not score. Strome and Bunting come together again after that, and Bunting drops his gloves and his stick, and he starts throwing punches at Strome, who has not dropped his gloves and stick. So we're expecting another roughing penalty for Bunting, but there was no call. Just before this all happened, Fox was coming across the slot for a deflection try in front, and he gets pulled by Muzzin. No call. So this was 2 no calls that would have resulted in Rangers power plays in the span of like 30 seconds. It was just, you take a frustrating game and you make it even more frustrating by the refs missing 2 calls in a span of about 30 seconds. There was a good solid minute of pressure for the Rangers, a couple close chances. We're getting towards the end of the game. At 18:30, Shesterkin goes to the bench, and it's just chaos pretty much for the last 90 seconds of this game. Rangers get it into the zone, and every time somebody touches the puck, it's just fighting and scrambling and just beating each other to heck, just trying to get possession of this puck. Toronto didn't score an empty net goal, so kudos to the Rangers for not letting that in, but it was the Wild West the last 90 seconds of this game. Everybody's just, their stress levels are so high, their energy is so high, they're all just trying to do something with the puck. And the Rangers had a couple of really close chances to tie this game really late in the period, but they would not be able to get it done. End of the game, shots 28-30 in favor of Toronto, so Rangers not able to outshoot Toronto, but they kept it close. Face-offs. Rangers won 19.6% of the face-offs. That is abysmal, and that is something that the Rangers need to address because they go home. The Ottawa game on Saturday is postponed, and they play Buffalo at home on Sunday. So the Rangers should be heading home tonight, which means they get a couple days to address the face-off problem. Now, maybe it's just because Toronto is, I think, 5th in the league on face-offs, and up until this point, they've been fine on face-offs. That's abysmal. That is awful. And I've said before, face-offs usually don't make or break a game. You can win a game and not win the majority of face-offs. But when you are not even cracking 20%, you don't have the puck as much. It's that simple. If the Rangers won 50% of the face-offs tonight, maybe they win the game. Maybe it's exactly the same and nothing would happen, but that is shockingly low. Like I said, power play went 0 for 1. Hits 31-19 in favor of the Rangers. Reeves hitting anything that moved out there. It's pretty fun to watch, actually. Block 7-12 in favor of Toronto. The trivia question of the evening. Ryan Strome reached his 150th point with the Rangers on Tuesday. Which Rangers player reached 150 points in the fewest games? And it's actually Artemi Panarin. He got to 150 points with the Rangers in 106 games. So We know he's a superstar. We're happy he's on the team. Disappointing and very frustrating loss for the Rangers tonight, but they are back in action on Sunday against a Buffalo team that is kind of coming off of that start of the season high that they had. So hopefully they get back into a winning position on Sunday so they can stay competitive in this Metro division. If you enjoyed this video and you'd like to see more videos like it, be sure to hit the subscribe button. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next rundown.